Hi, this is Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. Before I get into my Scrubby Sunday video, I just wanted to let you guys know about an update video that I'm going to have coming out a little bit later today. I don't have time at the moment because I have a couple things going on to do back-to-back videos, but later today when I can get a few things done, I will come back on and give you guys a few updates about things going on. And so without further ado, today is Scrubby Sunday, and I started this because I wanted to work up my knitting skills. I would love to get my knitting skills up to the point where I could knit myself a nice sweater, but I thought I'd practice my knitting skills by making dishcloths, hence Scrubby Sunday. But as I've been going along, I've also found really, really cool crocheted dishcloth patterns that I had to try too. So I'm kind of switching back and forth. But this has been really good because I have been working up my knitting skills. I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with some of the things that I was struggling with before. Switching colors are still like kind of, I can do it, but it's still a little bit tricky for me. But I think with more practice, that'll get better too. So every month, at the end of the month, all of the dishcloths that I've made for that month, it will be either 4 or 5. I'll do a giveaway for, and so that you guys can also benefit from this, but also so I don't end up with a million dishcloths and they'll never all get used. I'd like to share with you guys. So I had a winner for January, February, March, April, and then next week will be the last, I believe next week is the last Sunday of the month. So next week I will show you my last dishcloth and then talk about what to do for the giveaway. So stay tuned for that. So week 1 of this month of May, I did a heart dishcloth, and it's called Light Heart Dishcloth. Here's how it looks. It was really pretty. I like the way it worked up. The edging directions were not that great, but between looking at the picture and trying to decipher from looking at the picture, I think I've at least approximated what they were going for, if not did what they were looking for. I'm not really even sure that I did them right, but I think it looks good enough. It was kind of like a little bit of pink, a little bit of white, a little bit of pink, a little bit of white. That's how they did it. So I did the best I could with that. The pattern for this and for everything that I'm showing is in the description below. So far I've done all 3 patterns. There's so many dishcloth patterns out there. It's, crazy. You don't have to go and buy any. If I saw one that I really, really liked, I would do that. But so far, just searching through the internet, there have been so many that I haven't, I've just used the free ones. So last week I did a knitted one. This one I feel really proud of. It was I think last week I said it was a crochet along. Actually, it was a knit along. It was in a blog. There were 2 parts to it, but I saw the blog after they had already released both parts, so I could just sit down and do part 1 and part 2 at my own leisure. I didn't have to wait for another part to be released. But this I thought was so pretty. It is huge, but I love, 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 love the design of it. So it's kind of lacy around the edge, and then it has a really neat pattern. I also like the way this variegated yarn worked up in it. This was yarn that I actually got at Dollar General. Our Dollar General had some yarn months and months and months ago, and when I went to buy some, because I heard they had some, I couldn't find it, so I asked, and they said, oh yeah, we didn't have enough people buying it, so whatever we have left is in the back on the clearance rack. So I bought every single skein of yarn that they had, which really wasn't a lot. I think it was like 10 to 15 skeins, but they're the small ones. They're not like big skeins. And then they also were selling crochet hooks, and I think all the crochet hooks were something like 60 cents. And they didn't have very many of those either. I think they had 5, so I bought those too. But anyway, this pattern, I have no idea what the difficulty rating of it is, but I just love it. And for me, it helped work up some types of things that I wasn't used to with the Lacy pattern here. And this was a repeating pattern. If you can see the V in here, you would make the V and then you would do the next V pattern, and then it repeated again till you got all the way around. I might be going the wrong direction. It might be this way, V, V, V. But, you know, once you kind of got the hang of the first 1 or 2 repeats, then it was kind of like autopilot. But I love that. It's huge. I might use it if it were me as a doily or as a hot plate, but you know, whoever the lucky winner is can decide for themselves. I think for me, this would be too much to get wet. It would probably drip all over my arm. So, and then this week I did a crocheted one and I just loved the name of it. It's called Kitchen Duty Hooty Dishcloth. And I thought, wow, that kind of sounds like it could be worked up into a jingle. But it's an owl dishcloth and it is so cute. It is adorable. I love the way it worked up. It was so easy. You know, I don't know how long it took me, but I felt like I sat down and it was done in no time. This is also a little bit large. You know, it could probably be a hot plate or, you know, some kind of decorative thing, but I could see scrubbing with this too. It would just have a little bit extra cloth, you know, maybe you could hold on to it and scrub. I don't really know. It depends on however you would want to use it. So this was another free pattern. I put it in my description. Same thing with the knitted one that I showed you. Free pattern. It's in my description if you are interested in making one for yourself. So I hope everybody has a great day. I will see you a little bit later on for an update video. And I hope you have a great afternoon. Bye. So, I didn't say this, but oh my gosh, I need to start over.